Welcome back to the Basin Burnouts YouTube channel. Trying to get the gas tank in the car today, so I'm hoping that okay. So my plan was to get the old tank out, which I did. Got the old tank out. Had to end up cutting the straps because the bolts and everything to get these out were just being a bear. So I knew just by looking at it, the easiest part would have been just cut the straps, which is no big deal because I ordered new straps. There's the new straps right there. Okay, so that wasn't going to be the issue. What's going to be the issue, which I knew from the start, was going to be getting bolts out, hardware, all that stuff. And then I thought, while I'm under here and the gas tank's out of the way, I'll just pull the shocks off it. I'll pull the springs off of it. I'll just do all this work to it. That way the ass in the car's not sagging, blah, 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 blah. So, I've just spent 45 minutes trying to get 3 bolts out. I have rust in my eyeballs. I have rust in my ears. This was just from the impact. Hitting it with the impact. And let's see here. Whew, so that is just hitting it from the impact. You guys wait until this car I start start the base. This car is just gonna turn to dust. So what I want to show you guys is what I'm working with under here, and you guys tell me what you would do, because I know kind of right now what I would do, what I'm gonna do, I think. So let's crawl underneath here. Now to start off with, I know I told you guys how bad this frame was. Welcome to the Midwest, guys. This is a Midwest car right here. There's nothing left. Look, that's the frame. So, yeah, ouch. Oh, yeah, see, you get stuff like this that stab your arm. Ouch. Ooh. Am I bleeding? No, I'm not bleeding yet. Stuff like that. Look at the frame here. Look, that's part of the frame. That's just like a little razor blade. A little tetanus razor blade right there. So here's my problem. That bolt right there, that sucker right there, does not want to come out. It is stuck in there with one of those little clips. I got that one out over there. I got that one out right there, which was not too bad. I had to end up using the cheater bar and got it out. But look at this spring setup this guy had on this car. Yeah, insert horror noises right there. Sorry, I'm shaking, guys. I'm laying on my back here, and I got to sneeze. I got this rust in my nose. Sorry about that. So yeah, this is the mess I'm working with right here. Now I have 2 options here. One is I could come in here, I could get this overload shock out of here. I could take the springs out, and well, actually I have 3 options. And I can put heavy duty springs back in here and put a shock back on here, and we could call it a day. But the problem is that we're going to be faced with stuff like this. Nuts and bolts that do not want to come off. So I have the option of either trying to spend hours and hours and hours trying to, say, cut that bolt out right there, because I know that bolt's not going to come out. I have my 3/4, or not my 3/4, my 1/2 inch, no, my 3/4 inch impact, Milwaukee impact that I put wheels on with, and it wasn't even breaking these bolts loose. So I have a feeling that I'm going to spend either a lot of time trying to get this out and this out, just to get the acid in the car at a decent, so it raises up a little bit. Or I can take this out and, or I could shove, say, like a football in there and just blow a football up in there. And that'll give me a little bit of weight savings right there. I can shove that spring full of tennis balls. I can do whatever the hell I want with that spring to kind of help raise it up. Or I could take all this bullshit out and I could just weld it solid. Pick a ride height, throw some tacks on it, weld it solid, be done with it. I could do that. And because, to be honest with you, this car, like I've always said, is going to go off and on the trailer. And that's it. That's all it's doing. It's not doing anything else. So I could do that. Or I could say just fuck it. And get the gas tank in here. The ass in the car, have a little sag to it. Don't really care, you know? That's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm kind of in that where, yeah, I just want to get it fixed, get it running. I wanted to get it out of the garage because this is what we're putting up with right now. This is, yeah. So right now, with the wind chill, it is negative. Well, right now it's probably only negative 10, but this morning it was negative 19 with the wind chill. And it's ripped our thing to shreds. It's this thing, oh yeah. So I put the battery charger on this thing. And, you know, I made every effort to make sure, you know, I can go start it whenever I need to. And the damn battery charger, somehow, it's got a switch to 12 volt, 6 volt, 12 volt. Somehow that switch ended up right in the middle. And it never charged for the month it sat out here in the cold. It's always the stupid things that happen that just puts a damper on my attitude here. So I guess I'm just gonna try to figure out what I'm gonna do here. I know the gas tank's gonna have to go back in. I gotta replace the fuel line that runs to the gas tank. Oh, I cleaned this up. This is the sending unit on the top of the gas tank. I cleaned it up a little bit, but if you see how it does that. So this is a little loose down in here. So what I'm gonna do is I got my JB Weld right there warming up. I'm gonna put a little bit of JB Weld around the top of this just to keep it, because it's not really that big a deal, but you see what it does. And if that gas starts sloshing around, I don't want it to slosh out in case this crimp gets a little loose. So I'm gonna put a little JB Weld in that. That's about, trust me, that's 10 million times cleaner than what it was. That is spotless compared to what it was. So I'm gonna do that, and then I don't know, guys. It might just have a sag, and it might just have the fucking Carolina squat. I don't know. I hate that, but that's what's bad about working on old cars like this in the Midwest, especially when you don't have a lift or anything like that in your garage, because you're laying underneath the car and it's physically beating you up the whole entire time you're working on it. You can't just lay underneath it, take bolts out of it, and then slap parts on. You can't do that. You have to spend hours and hours and hours breaking bolts loose and cussing and ranting and raving and trying to find 60 trips to your toolbox, trying to find that one tool that's going to help you get that one busted nut loose that you've just worked on for 45 minutes. So that's what's bad about Midwest cars. I think after this car goes away, after I get done playing with this car, whatever I got to do to it, whenever it's done doing its last hurrah, any car I buy, older car or not, is going to be a Southern car. I'm just going to drive down south with my truck and trailer, and I'm going to pick me up a car, because this is ridiculous. I'm over. I'm too old. My back hurts too bad. I was laid up in the house yesterday, all day yesterday, with my back jacked up, and it was a little bit better today. I'm up and moving, obviously. But yesterday was a really bad day, and it's kind of starting to hurt again now. So I think what I'm going to do is fix this, figure out what I'm going to do with that. And then once that's done, I don't know, did you guys see the wall? So I got the carpet put on the wall. I don't have my flashlight here. Let me grab my flashlight. Where? Come here. Oh, shit. So this is my my 5-minute carpet job I did on the wall. So I'm hoping it looks like dog shit. See, you can see my seam over there. Looks like absolute shit. But right now I don't really care. I just want to get this thing playing. I'm over the point of making it look good. Here, hold on one second, guys. Hey, whoa. Come here, guys. You're falling on me. I'm kind of over the point. I just want to get it running. I talked to JS Alternators the other day, and I come up kind of with a plan, I think, on how I'm going to run alternators on this car. You see the standard alternator here, and I have the front pulley, the front part of the pulley here. I can run this alternator off of this. Now, if I choose to, the JS alternators have a dual belt. Now, I have two options here. I can run that front belt onto this one and basically feed this alternator with this alternator. But he said I might get some belt slip. So he recommended going 2 smaller alternators rather than 2 bigger alternators. I don't really want to do 2 smaller alternators. I don't want to fight voltage because I'm not going to have a lot of lithium in this car. But my other option is to go around this belt here. So I could, this is the belt I cut off right here. This is the belt. This was for the AC compressor. So what I could do is that mount another alternator here, come straight off here, mount another alternator here, and then what I could do is that I could use that other pulley down there to run my my other alternator here. So which means it would have to go, let's see here, I would have to mount the alternator, it could come down here. So that alternator would be about right here. And then I could come off the back of one of these holes or drill holes or something and come off of here. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm kind of thinking the other alternator is going to go right here. I'm going to keep this bracket, not this one, but I'm going to keep this here because this is what connects everything else to here. And then I'm going to come, I think, down here and then run the second alternator off of the pulleys there. I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. It's cold. I have a sore back, and I'm fighting nuts and bolts. So yay, there's your update. oh. All right, guys. I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do here. I love you guys. Oh yeah, brakes too. I gotta do brakes. See? Next demo vehicle, guys, is not going to be this beat up. I know you guys love the idea of this car having stereo equipment in it, but it would have already been done if I just had to put stereo equipment in something else instead of basically build a whole car. I love you guys. I will see you guys shortly. I know it's a cool project. Don't get me wrong. I'm not blaming anybody. But man, next time I'm gonna pick out a better car because this is a turd. Love you guys. I'll see you on the next video.